What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we are going to be doing another one of the I Rate Your Squad videos. As you guys can see, this is the last thumbnail I've done for this series, so it's been too long. It has been way too long, lads, so I do apologize for taking like 2 weeks off these I Rate Your teams. I'm probably going to bring them back on Wednesday. I'm more than likely going to bring these back on Wednesday, but on the off chance that I don't, it'll be Sunday. So I will get one of these up a week. Again, apologies for me not getting them. So we still got quite a few teams. So the best time to send me your team would be, I'm going to say Wednesday. Yeah, I'll do, it all depends on if Sims come out on Wednesday. If Sims come out on Wednesday, obviously that's Sims Day. And then it'll be Sunday. So it depends. Send it to me at about Wednesday at about 4 p.m. Eastern time. If Sims don't come out, if Sims do come out, send them to me on like this day next week. So anyway, now let's go and take a look at the teams. So the first team right here, no money spent current gen, run Hawks 2018, like to 5 out, drive and kick to shooters. All players are badged up and have diamond shoes and Mike Malone as coach. The Rosen and Bobo are on the bench to balance your scoring. Willing to make any changes. Alrighty. Let's take a little look here at this squad. Okay. So again, no money spent, current gen, Hawks. Grant Hill, J.R. J.R. is an interesting one. DeRozan, Luka Doncic, I'm guessing that is the free Luka. Bobo, Ewing. Okay, I don't mind that. Coach Mel Daniels. I'm not that high on Mel Daniels on current gen. For me, I would spend some of that MT on a Jonathan Isaac instead of Mel Daniels. I do like Bol Bol though. I really like Bol Bol. D-Rob's really good. Ewing's interesting. I personally would prefer Eddie Curry, but look, it is what it is. If you need more inside presence, obviously Ewing is going to be better for that. But this team, first of all, Jonathan Isaac is a player that I would put in for Mel Daniels. Isaac's fantastic. Then point guard's fine. 2 guards are fine. Maybe I would try Ariza instead of JR. If you prefer Ariza, that might help, but I wouldn't overspend my MT on that one. Kukoc, obviously Demon. Paul Millsap, fantastic. Bobo, great. Mel Daniels, I would replace with Jonathan Isaac. His ends are good. This is a, let me go 7 point, or no, it's like an 8. It's like an 8. Let's give it an 8 out of 10. It would be very harsh to give this any lower than an 8 out of 10, to be completely honest. Like, as much as I wish I could, no, there's no question. This is at least an 8 out, and it is an 8.5 out of 10. Actually, no, at this stage it's an 8. Okay, this is your squad you're using. Selling badged up PG-13 for 72k, so he's up cheap and run 5 out. Suggestions on current gen. I like a JR badged, but I badged him. You would like a JR, but you badged him out? Okay, so you'd like to get a replacement for JR, but you badged him out. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. Point guards, you are fine. You do not need anything to like different at the point guard position. Lonzo's fine, Magic's fine. Dr. J is very good. JR I still like. Bobby Jones is interesting, but as a cone, he's very nice. Kuzma, I like. Jonathan Isaac, I like. Jaren Jackson Jr., Eddie Curry, Bobo. Okay, you got 600k. Trying to think what players I would replace. I mean, there's, like, would you spend about 200k on a Wilt to replace Jaren Jackson Jr.? I don't know. Trying to think of what good centers. Like, we still have a lot of good centers left. That's the thing. That's the whole thing. Is we have a lot of good centers left. Is Jackson Jr. much better than Bamba? Yeah, he is. I'm trying to think. Are there any centers better than Jackson Jr.? I mean, there obviously are, but I was like, do you want to spend 33% of your MT on a Wilt? I'd probably advise you to sit, to be honest. I think maybe tactically downgrade of Dr. J to RJ Barrett, if you like Dr. J. I think they're quite similar cards. And if you tactically downgrade Dr. J to RJ Barrett, you'll be able to afford Wilt without really losing much MT. That's probably what I do. If you want to keep about at least 500,000 MT, I would tactically downgrade Dr. J to RJ Barrett, and then I would get Wilt Chamberlain for Jackson. But again, it's a very close one, and it is like it's all preference. It's just what I would do. So anyway, this is a, let me go 8 out of 10. Now we spend current gen. I like the 3-on with Levine and Doncic by dribbling, shooting around screens. Looking for an upgrade backup point guard position. All right. First of all, 1 out of 10. I'm sorry at this stage in the game. Actually, let me say 1.5 out of 10. I'll give you 1.5 out of 10. Tear it down. Tear it down. Dude, you're level 33 right now in this season. Is this a troll? Is this a troll team? Your backup center is Christian Wood. Christian freaking Wood. You've got one of the worst value cards in the game in Opal Zeklavine, because the pink diamond is the same card. You've got freaking Jeremy Grant, Diamond Zion. You spent legal tender in the 2K game mode on Joel Embiid. You actually spent, obviously 2K specific, legal tender on Joel Embiid. Aye, lads. Aye. Alright. First of all, sell Levine. Sell Zion Williamson. You sell the two of those guys, you've got a lot of MT. You like Zach Levine, just get the pink diamond. Then, you see, I made a video earlier today talking about the best players under 10k, just buy a bunch of them. Simply put. And make sure, just for anyone watching, do not spend legal tender on a current card. Unless it's needed for a challenge. My god, this team sucks. He has to be trolling. He has to be trolling. So, now we are on to this squad right here. Okay, this is a bit better. No money spent on current gen. Like to 5 out and run your offense through Simmons and Isaac by boosting to the rim and shooting snatchbacks, while also using pick and rolls. Isaac and Levine are juiced. Won't get rid of or tactically downgrade Levine. Have 100k extra in auctions. Alright, you're not willing to tactically down. It's the same dude! I just realized that. It's the same dude. How did I pick this? I just picked random squads. It's the same dude. Alright, this makes more sense. This is like an actual squad. I mean, is Bosch enough better? Oh, I forgot Bosch at my top 100. I just realized that. But did I? I don't know. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Is he enough better than Eddie Curry to justify having 100 and something K tied up in him? I like the team though. I would run Kuzma at the 3 and play Isaac at the 4 just for some more length. Okay, this is your actual team. This is your actual team. You do not need to watch my tutorial. Like, there's no players that I could say like, oh yeah, just upgrade these guys that aren't gonna be like too costly. You're in that kind of zone where a lot of people are in it now, where you actually can't afford to upgrade your team, but your team doesn't cost that much. Like, for example, if you want to upgrade this team, you're paying like 300k for a player, which you can't afford. But your team is good. Your team is really good, but you just can't afford to upgrade a player. There are so many people that are like that. So I'm gonna say right now, I'll give it a... I have a weird thing that I would suggest. Bring Rudy to your starting small forward. Bring Jonathan Isaac to the 4. Move Levine to the 3. And put Luka Doncic, who I know I saw you have on the bench, as your 2 guard. That's just my preference. But this team is like it's like an 8.5, 9 out of 10. I know it has Simmons and Hill, 9 out of 10. 420k on current gen. I drive in and kick and run pick and pops. Replace Kuzma, Isaac, switch him power forward. And Larry small forward. Not a fan of Winslow. Okay. I am a fan of Winslow, but if you're not a fan of Winslow, just either get Luke or do the challenge. I think today is the last day. I think it's still up as far as I'm aware. Just do the challenge for Luka. Spend the hour playing the game and go get yourself a Luka Doncic, because that is a significant upgrade over Justice Winslow on both gens. JR is good. Penny. Wait. Calm down. Sorry. I do apologize. If you don't want to get Luka, just move Penny to the 1. What the hell are you doing running Penny at the 2? Alright, Penny. Get Penny off the bench. He's your point guard. Okay, I'm trying to think of who's good at the 2. You got 400k. We're looking for around like 40-ish k. You got Trevor Ariza. Maybe start Trevor Ariza and bring Korver off the bench. I do like Kyle Korver, but if you don't like Korver, Tracy McGrady's not a bad option. That diamond card. Michael Jordan's not the worst option, especially because you're on current gen. So I gotta give this like a. I mean, it's a good team. It's like an 8 out of 10. We've seen nothing spectacular, but it's good. Next gen 200k to work with. Ferry, Luka, and Bowl of Hoff blinders. Luka and Bowl of Hoff clamps. I like the 3. Okay, so you just juiced up your Luka. I was about to say, I was like, just sell Luka and get the other one, but you haven't juiced up. Alright, I like your bench. There's a but though. I don't. As much as I like Darren Williams, I think just running JR at the 1, you can just run any old player at the 2. Like, you got 4. I will say this, you've got 4 Hoff blinders players in your starting lineup. And on your bench, you've got 2. So, in a bit of a weird one, because it's highly unlikely that you're 3 hunting with every one of those players. So, like, there's no reason. If you don't run your bench, keep your starting 5 as it is. If you do actually run your bench, swap Ferry and Rudy. No, actually, sorry. Swap Ferry and Kurolenko. Kurolenko's a cone, and it gives you probably a better option off the bench to run. And it also means that you can swap Darren Williams. You could swap Darren Williams for a better defensive point guard in the game. For example, like a Winslow. How much MT do you have to work with? 200k. Or a Weber. Weber is actually a really good cone, I believe, on next gen. I think a Weber for around 20-ish k at the point guard position. And then starting Kurolenko with the 3 with Ferry off the bench. Kurolenko being used as a cone could be really good card. So, yeah, that's my suggestion. But I like your team. I do like the team. I'm going to give this, especially because you have Hoff blinders and everybody, I'll give it like a 9.3 out of 10. Ray Allen's the best 2 guard. Luka, I mean, you can argue Hoff blinders. Luka's the 2nd best point guard on next gen after Simmons. Ferry, you can argue is the best small forward. Bull, you can argue is the best player. And Wilt, you can argue is the best big man. So, look, it's a 9.5 out of 10. Doesn't look like it, but it is. Okay, no money spent current gen. Like to run Hawks freelance. Pick and pop with D-Rob. Got 400k to work. Only reason he's bought even able for sniping. I don't understand what that is, but I'm not a sniper. Is he the cheapest dark matter in the game? Surely not. Surely he's not a buyout. Surely he's not a buyout. But you are on current gen. You got 30-60k to work with. Alright, let me take a look. You obviously like JR if you have 2 JR as a point guard. I like this team. I don't like Bosch. Purely for price reasons, I would obviously swap Bosch with Eddie Curry. But look, you have a reason for why having Bosch. I'm kind of confused at the reason. I don't really think it's the greatest reason in the world to have him. But look, if he works for you, he works for you. He is slightly better than Eddie Curry as well. Roko to 3, RJ Barrett to 2, Tony Kukoc to the 4. That's pretty nice. Isaac, Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Porter Jr., Ferry, David Robinson. Nice lineup. Nice lineup here. This is like, again, pushing 9 out of 10. Like, we haven't seen any absolute god tier lineups. I think most, like, my lineup's very, very similar in a level to this. I think the vast majority of players have a team with this level. Like, we don't have the LeBrons of the world, but we have guys that can compete. I'll give this like it's a 9. I'll give it a 9. So, we've got this squad right here. We're actually less than halfway through this pack opening, this video. So we gotta go through it quick. Okay, grinding for Vince, picking up Dr. J. Small force people are talking good about him. I think he's all right, but like he's right-handed. It's like Rudy, basically. And Kukoc the power forward. Hawks 2018 5 out, also grinding for Elgin. Wait a minute, you've got Larry Johnson. Dude, you've got Larry Johnson in your team, so man, you've got you've already completed the mode for this season. But yeah, so let me take a look here. Bol, Wilt, Larry Johnson, Kevin Durant, Simmons. Like, you can't get much better than that, to be honest. Kukoc off the bench, Jonathan Isaac, Giannis the 5? It's a weird one. It's a really, really weird one there, Giannis the 5. I do like having D-Rob there, so if you're struggling with Giannis, you can move him to the 4. Move D-Rob to the 5, but I'm not sure Giannis is better than Isaac at the 4. Wait, dude, you got 2 million MT. You have got 2 million MT right now. You've got, like, basically the perfect team. This is like a 9.4 out of 10, and you've got 2 million MT. Just hold it, wait for a Go Kareem or something to come out. Or an Invincible Kareem. 800k, don't know where you can upgrade on next gen. Would you suggest buying Wilt or Shaq? Okay. I suggest buying Wilt or Shaq. Not really. I don't think they're enough. I don't think they're enough better than Ewing to justify the price. They're better than Ewing. I don't think they're enough better. Let me be clear on that. I think they're better, not enough better. Kevin Garnett's good at the 4. I would sell Kevin Garnett. He is good at the 4, but Jonathan Isaac's better. You got Bailey Hell. You got Dr. J. Oladipo's a weird one, but I don't dislike it. Ray. Oh, you're on next gen. You got Pokashevsky. Replace Kevin Garnett with Pokashevsky. Start Bol. Start Bol to 5. Start Pokashevsky at the 4. Sell Giannis. Sell Kevin Garnett. You can keep Ewing for all I care. You've made a whole bunch of MT there. And power forward off the bench. Get Jonathan Isaac. Your team gets better. You've saved hundreds and hundreds of thousands of MT. Who loses? But this team, bit of a weird team, but I'll give it like an 8.6. Okay, on current gen, like to run Hawks 2018, 5 out with Ben/Grant. Like the 3 hunt once you get take. Looking to upgrade backup 2 and 3, have it 100k on auctions. Your starting lineup near perfect, so I'm not gonna say anything about that. Backup 2 and 3. Are you open? Okay, you've also got 29k. First of all, you're not gonna be able to replace Bobby Jones 29k. But if you're open to using Trevor Ariza, and if you want more offense, Boris Diaw. Maybe I try out Trevor Ariza and Boris Diaw. You're paying like 15k combined. You still have your MT, and you know what? They might just be good enough. They might just play better in game. Other than that, like, I'm absolutely lost who to buy for 29k at those positions. So yeah, Trevor Ariza. I'll go Trevor Ariza and Diaw, or Trevor Ariza and Rocco maybe. But other than that, I can't really think of any. Isaac's really good. Wilt's really good. The team's really good. This is absolutely fantastic squad. Absolutely fantastic squad right here. 9.2. Okay, play on current gen. Like the rim and shoot threes of 650k. Willing to swap anyone except Miles Turner. Spent weight on Sean Elliott. Okay. Okay, so you got 650k and you're running Boris Diaw. I respect it. But, like, there's no reason to run Cockwarver over Trevor Ariza. As much as I swore by that Cockwarver for the longest time. I swore by him for the longest time. But, like, for me, I don't think I can justify Cockwarver over Trevor Ariza. Because I think Trevor Ariza is just, well, better. If there's a... I think that's probably the easiest way to say it, is like Trevor Ariza is just... He's just simply better. I wish he was I wish it was close. As much as I do like, again, as much as I do like Trevor or Cockwarver, Trevor is better. Or Keenan's good. If you want to use Sean Elliott, keep him. Sidney Moncrief's a bit small, but he's actually not half bad. And you've got Luka Doncic, so I don't actually mind that. Look, with Miles Turner in this team, like, I can't give it more than like an 8.3, but it's not. It's fine. It's fine. Just hold your MT anyway. We didn't get a great batch this weekend, so the The market will go down at some stage. It has not gone down fully yet. Okay, PG LeBron has 22 HOF badges. Kuz is one of your favorite players. Sydney's a beast and plays amazing defense. Wait and see Spotlight Sims a good center. Who in their right mind put 22 HOF badges in that LeBron James? Who in their right mind put 22? 20. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna look right now at 2KDB and show you guys. So he comes with 5 HOF badges. Who put 17 HOF badges on him? 17. Like 1-7. Like enough badges that it can add like 200k to the price of a good card. Oh, lads. I am absolutely baffled right now. I am absolutely baffled right now. So I don't know if you're this person who put those cards, you better like that LeBron. But I Pokashevsky Demon, I wouldn't use him on current gen though. I would definitely sell him and try and buy. You can afford Jonathan Isaac. I'd buy Jonathan Isaac. Center, I'd play Eddie Curry instead of Mel Daniels. I like Luke at the 2. I like Kukoc. I like Kuzma. I like J.R. Smith. I like your starting lineup. But I'm in shock. I am absolutely just in shock right now. And my reasoning for being in shock is I don't know who in their right mind put 17 extra Hall of Fame badges on LeBron James. So if you are that person, then fair play. If you are that person, then I don't know, fair play. But I'm just in shock. This team, I think it's like an 8 out of 10. But at the end of the day, I'm just in shock at that one specific thing. Okay, this team right here. Work 2 jobs, post office / in home care and Postmates, so we don't have a lot of time. That's fine. So 533 MT. And that's the thing, like this team's quality. Dude, this team's more than good enough to win. This team is more than good enough to win. That's all I'm going to say. If you're struggling with this team, you're going to struggle with every team. And fair play, like managing to build this team without spending too much time on the game. Like, again, I'm kind of the same right now. I do grind the game occasionally, but a lot of the time I don't grind it. So, hey, look, you're on next gen Poku, Bol gods. Jaren Jackson Jr., Shaq gods. I would probably try to get Eddie Curry instead of Jaren Jackson Jr., but that's preference. Luka Doncic incredible. Korver beast. Trevor Ariza beast. Dude, your team is absolutely incredible. And considering the fact that you don't play the game, you don't have a lot of time to play the game, this team is absolutely incredible. So, however you manage to get the MT for these cards, fair play. And your team's great. Your team's like a 9.3 out of 10. Or not, it's like a 9.3 out of 10. I like it. Especially on next gen. Okay. Second last team right here. Nobody spent Isaac's 47 Hofs. 47? Okay, sorry. There's only 5 extra Hofs. I'm like, that kind of makes sense. I put a bunch of extra Hofs on my my like Bobo. Weird when you got 2 Hof steady players and you're on current gen. Normally you'd be thinking you're not gonna see a lot of steady shooter players on current gen, but Jaren Jackson Jr. is good. Zebo I like. Bobby Jones is good. Alex English is really good. I like this team. Like, it's not a spectacular team by any means, but it's it's another team that's like a similar level to the team that I personally run. I wouldn't run Westbrook. I'd probably play JR at the 1 and play Trevor Ariza at the 2. But if you really are a Westbrook fan, he's fine. So I'll give you like an 8. I'll give you like an 8. And now we're on to the last team right here. I have about 20k to work with. The last 3 are just the lowest overalls I have. Hit a ton of 3s and drive and I can't watch it. I improved. Big fan. Sorry I lost the tie. I am also sorry I lost the tie as well because I am now one-way Mick. But yeah, Luka Doncic, Bruce Bowen, Tony Kukoc, Julius Randle, and so you've got 2 players that aren't free, which are Eddie Curry and Kyle Korver. MT wise, you have got 10k. All right, so I would sell Corver and buy Ariza, because I think Ariza is just that little bit better. If you can find a way to get Ariza, you're on current gen actually. I would try build up MT, whether that be from locker codes or triple threat, and then I would buy Trevor Ariza to replace Bruce Bowen. Luca's fine. Bowen actually no, Bowen is not the first player you should replace. The first player you should replace is Kyle Lowry. So you've got Kukoc. Andre Miller's fine. Like, you don't, like, trust me, you don't need to go and try to recreate the wheel. Just buy Andre Miller. Andre Miller is perfectly fine to play there. I would put in Ariza for Corver, or I put in Ariza for Bruce Bowen. I like Corver. I like Toppin. I don't like Nurkic to 4. If you can, I'm trying to think of a good power forward. I mean, I think I would even take Amethyst Larry Bird at the power forward position on current gen over Yusuf Nurkic. Or maybe I would start Eddie Curry, bring Yusuf Nurkic off the bench at the 5 and play Jackson at the 4, maybe? Oh, I don't know. I like Jackson on current gen. LaMelo Ball. If you're open to putting LaMelo Ball at the 4, I would try to save up like 10-20k, which you can easily do in a couple of hours, and put in Ariza and LaMelo Ball. But I know a lot of people don't like him. But this team right here, look, if I came up against Randall, Darren Jackson Jr. and Bruce Bowen, if I'm on current gen, I wouldn't be that worried. So, look, I'm going to have to say it like it is, a 7 out of 10 team. Maybe a 6 out of 10, but it's not bad. So, yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. That is the video. It's the first episode of the squad series where I rate your teams for quite a while, and we will definitely try to keep up with it. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.